Hey friends, if you've ever dreamed of speaking English naturally, just like native speakers, then this video is for you. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel nervous while speaking English? Do you think a lot before saying even a small sentence? Don't worry. Speaking English naturally is not about being perfect. It's about being confident, fluent, and relaxed. In this video, I will share 8 powerful and simple lessons that will help you speak English like a native speaker. Let's begin your journey to real fluency. Lesson 1. Listen like a child. The foundation of natural speaking. Before we speak naturally in English, we must first listen naturally. Think about how children learn their first language. They don't start with grammar books or vocabulary lists. They listen. A lot. They listen to the way people talk around them every day. They hear real conversations, tone of voice, emotions, pauses, and expressions. And slowly, their brain starts to understand the rhythm, sound, and feeling of the language. You need to do the same with English. Don't only focus on textbook English. Start listening to real English spoken by native speakers. Watch English movies, listen to English podcasts, watch YouTube videos made by native speakers, or follow English stories. But here's the key. Don't just hear the words, feel the language. Notice how people express surprise, happiness, or anger. How their voice goes up or down. How they use simple phrases like, you know, right? I mean, kind of. These small, natural expressions make your English sound more real and less robotic. Try this. Choose a 2 to 3 minute video clip of a native speaker speaking naturally. Watch it at least 5 times. Then try to repeat what they say, using the same tone, speed, and style. This is called shadowing. It helps your mouth and brain work together to speak smoothly, without translating in your head. Listening every day trains your brain to think in English. The more natural English you hear, the more natural your speaking becomes. You'll start to pick up not only the words, but also the music of English. The flow, the pauses, the natural connections between words. Remember, fluent speaking begins with fluent listening. So before we speak, we must listen deeply and regularly. Lesson 2. Think in English. Stop translating in your head. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to speak English naturally is because they keep translating from their native language. This slows down your speaking. It creates hesitation, confusion, and awkward sentences. If you want to speak English smoothly, you must start thinking directly in English. Imagine this. You see a red apple. Instead of thinking your native language and then translating it to red apple, your brain should directly say red apple. This is what fluent speakers do. Their thoughts are already in English. So how can we train our mind to think in English? Here are powerful ways to build this habit. 1. Name what you see. Wherever you are, start naming things around you in English. For example, I see a chair. This is a fan. The sky looks beautiful today. This simple habit makes English your first response, not your second thought. 2. Talk to yourself. You don't need a partner to practice speaking. Talk to yourself throughout the day using simple English sentences. Example. Now I am cooking rice. I am going to the market. I feel tired today. This may feel strange at first, but it's one of the most effective ways to build fluency. 3. Keep an English journal. Write 1 page every day about your thoughts, plans, or experiences, only in English. Don't worry about grammar mistakes. Just focus on expressing yourself naturally. 4. Use simple English first. Many learners try to use difficult words or complicated grammar. That's not necessary. In real conversations, native speakers use simple, short sentences most of the time, like, "I'm not sure. Let's go. That sounds great." Thinking in simple English helps you speak clearly, confidently, and fast. 5. Avoid overthinking grammar while speaking. Grammar is important, but during real conversations, thinking too much about rules can break your natural flow. It's okay to make small mistakes. What matters more is confidence and clarity. The goal is to communicate, not to be perfect. To speak English naturally, train your brain to live in English. The more you think in English, the more automatic your speaking becomes. It's not about translating, it's about living the language. Start small, be consistent, and enjoy the process. Lesson 3. Copy like a child. The power of imitation. Have you ever wondered how children learn their first language? They don't study grammar books. They don't memorize vocabulary lists. They simply listen, observe, and imitate. That's the secret. If you want to speak English naturally, you must copy like a child. Imitation is a powerful way to train your ears, tongue, and brain to sound more like a native speaker. And yes, it works at any age. Why imitation works so well? It improves pronunciation and intonation. It teaches you natural expressions and sentence rhythm. It trains your brain to speak without hesitation. It builds muscle memory for speaking fluently. Now let's explore how to practice imitation the right way. Step-by-step guide to imitation practice. 1. Choose the right audio. Pick a short video, audio clip, or podcast with clear and natural English. It can be from TED Talks, English YouTubers, English learning podcasts, movie or TV show scenes, with subtitles. Make sure the speaker's voice is clear and natural, not too fast at first. 2. Listen actively, not passively. Before you speak, listen carefully. Pay attention to word stress. Which word is louder? Tone. Is the speaker excited, serious, curious? Pauses. Where do they stop or slow down? Think like a musician listening to a melody, because English has its own rhythm. 3. Shadowing technique. Shadowing means repeating what you hear immediately after the speaker, almost like an echo. Here's how. Play a sentence. Immediately say the same sentence out loud. Try to match the voice exactly. Same tone, speed, and pronunciation. Do this many times. This technique helps you sound more natural and confident. 4. Break and repeat. If the sentence is long or difficult, pause the audio. Repeat just a few words. Break the sentence into parts. Practice each part separately, then say the full sentence. Repeat this process daily. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. 5. Record yourself. This is a game changer. When you record your voice and compare it to the original, you start noticing which words you're mispronouncing, where your tone sounds flat, how to improve fluency. Over time, your voice will start to sound more like the native speaker. 6. Imitate conversations. Instead of imitating only single sentences, try to copy entire dialogues. Use movie scenes or drama clips. Focus on how people start conversations, ask questions, interrupt, or change topics. Learn natural transitions like, "By the way, guess what? You know what I mean?" This builds real-life speaking skills, not textbook language. 7. Practice in front of a mirror. Stand in front of a mirror and imitate facial expressions, mouth movements, body language. Speaking naturally is not just about the voice. It's about how you present yourself. This boosts confidence and makes your English more expressive. 8. Imitate emotion, not just words. When native speakers talk, they use feelings: joy, surprise, anger, disappointment, excitement. Try to feel the sentence. Don't just say, "I'm so happy." Sound happy. Don't just say, "Oh no." Feel the panic or shock. This emotional connection makes your English alive, not robotic. Learning to speak English naturally is not about being original at first. It's about being a smart imitator. Children learn by copying. So can you. Listen, shadow, repeat, and reflect. Over time, your imitation turns into your own natural voice. Lesson 4. Understand the rhythm and flow of English. When we talk about speaking English naturally, most learners focus only on words, grammar, and vocabulary. But native speakers don't just speak words. They follow a natural rhythm, a flow that makes their speech sound smooth and effortless. If you want to sound more natural, you must learn how English moves when it's spoken. 1. What is rhythm in English? English is a stress-timed language. That means some words are stressed more than others, and the unstressed words are said faster. For example, I want to go to the store. Here, the important words, I want, go, store, are stressed. The less important words, to, the, are said quickly. This gives English a kind of beat or musical feel. You must train your ears to hear this and train your mouth to copy it. 2. Why is rhythm important? It makes your speech clearer to native speakers. It helps your listening skills because you will start noticing which words are stressed and which are not. It builds confidence because you'll sound more fluent and relaxed. Even if you have perfect grammar, speaking in a flat or robotic way will not sound natural. Rhythm is the heartbeat of English. 3. How to learn the natural flow. A. Shadowing technique. Choose a short video clip of a native speaker, movie, podcast, YouTube. 1. Listen once without subtitles. 2. Listen again and read the transcript. 3. Now play the audio and try to speak at the same time, copying the speaker's tone, rhythm, and speed. Do this daily. Even 5 to 10 minutes will change your speaking dramatically. B. Mark the stress. Take a short sentence and mark which words are stressed. Practice saying it with the correct beat. Example. She went to the market this morning. Stressed words, went market morning see. Record yourself. Record your voice while reading a paragraph. Then compare it to a native speaker reading the same thing. Ask yourself, am I stressing the same words? Is my speech too fast or too slow? Do I sound flat or expressive? 4. Connect words smoothly. Native speakers connect words naturally. What are you doing becomes what you doing? Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. These are called reduced forms, and they happen often in natural speech. If you learn to recognize and use them, you'll sound more relaxed and fluent. 5th, practice tongue twisters and rhythmic sentences. Tongue twisters help you practice speed, clarity, and stress. She sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Say them slowly first, then increase your speed without losing clarity. This improves your mouth muscles and builds natural rhythm. 6. Speak in chunks, not word by word. Don't speak English word by word. Speak in groups of words, or chunks. I'm going to the park, 1 chunk. Would you like some coffee? 1 chunk. This is how native speakers think and speak. Practicing in chunks will train your brain to flow naturally in English. English has rhythm. Some words are stressed, some are not. Use shadowing, stress marking, and recording to master it. Learn to connect words and speak in chunks. Focus on how English sounds, not just what it says. Lesson 5. Practice thinking in real conversations, not just words. To speak English naturally, it's not enough to just know words or grammar rules. We must learn how to think in real conversations. This means training your brain to imagine full conversations in English, just like real life. Most learners try to remember vocabulary or sentence patterns, but they forget that real conversations are more than just sentences. They are about emotions, reactions, rhythm, and flow. Why this habit is powerful. Think of it like preparing for a role in a movie. A good actor doesn't just memorize lines, they become the character. They practice facial expressions, tone, timing, and even body language. In the same way, when you think in full English conversations, your mind starts building real connections between ideas, emotions, and words. You start to feel English instead of just studying it. How to train your brain to think in conversations. Here's a method that works. Every day, take 10 to 15 minutes and imagine a situation. For example, you're ordering food at a restaurant. You meet a friend after a long time. You're asking for help in a store. You are explaining your idea to someone. Now close your eyes and create a mini scene in your mind. In this scene, you are speaking English naturally. Don't focus too much on grammar. Focus on flow. Example, "Hi, it's been so long. How are you?" "I'm doing well, just a little tired. Work has been crazy lately." "Yeah, I understand. Same here. Life is busy, right?" Do this silently or speak out loud. Imagine both sides of the conversation. The more realistic it feels, the better. You can even add emotion. Be happy, be surprised, be confused, like a real person would be. How this helps your speaking. When you practice full conversations, your brain starts connecting language with emotion and context. This makes it easier to speak naturally in real situations because your brain already has a pattern. You won't pause or hesitate because your mind has already walked that path before. You'll start using natural expressions automatically. You'll learn when to say really, when to laugh, when to ask, "Are you serious?" and how to sound relaxed. Practice tip. Record yourself having a conversation alone. Then listen. Use your phone camera. Watch how you talk. Do you look confident? Try using different emotions. Happy, angry, excited. Practice one new scene every day. It can be just 5 minutes. Lesson 6. Speak to understand, not just to impress. Many English learners feel pressure to speak perfectly. They try hard to use big vocabulary words, advanced grammar, or a fancy accent to impress others. But this creates stress. It stops you from speaking naturally. Real communication is not about impressing. It's about being understood clearly and connecting with people. Focus on connection, not perfection. Imagine this. You're talking to someone. You want to share a story or idea. If you worry too much about using perfect grammar, you'll freeze. You'll pause too often. You'll lose the flow of speaking. But if your goal is to make the listener understand you, you relax. You speak more confidently. You use your real voice. Native speakers don't care about perfect grammar in real conversation. What they notice is how comfortable you are, how clearly you express yourself, and how you react in the moment. That's what makes you sound natural. Use simple English, but use it well. Some of the best English speakers don't use difficult words. They just use simple words confidently and clearly. For example, Instead of, I'm experiencing a significant amount of exhaustion, say, I'm really tired today. It's not about sounding advanced. It's about sounding real. Your goal should be, speak slowly and clearly. Choose the right words, not big words. Make your message easy to understand. How to train this skill. Here's a very helpful exercise. 1. Pick one topic. For example, your favorite food, your job, or your daily routine. 2. Explain it in the simplest way possible, as if you were talking to a 10-year-old child. 3. Record yourself. Check. Are your ideas clear? Did you use confusing words? Were you speaking to express or just to impress? Do this daily with different topics. Slowly, you will develop the skill of expressing yourself clearly and naturally. Remember, listeners don't judge you. They want to understand you. Often, learners think, what if they laugh at my mistake? But the truth is, most native speakers appreciate your effort. They don't expect you to speak like them. They just want to understand you. If you focus on being clear, honest, and relaxed, you will build trust, sound more natural, feel more confident. Even if you make a few mistakes, it doesn't matter. People care about your message, not your mistakes. Reminder, don't speak to impress, speak to express. Speak to share, not to show off. That is the key to sounding like a natural English speaker. Lesson 7. Turn your thinking into speaking. Master the art of inner practice. Most people think that to speak English fluently, they must always be talking to someone else. But here's a powerful truth. You don't need a partner every time. One of the smartest ways to improve your English is to practice speaking in your mind before it ever comes out of your mouth. This is called inner speaking or mental rehearsal, and it's one of the secret habits of great language learners. Why thinking in English matters. Your brain controls your language. If you still think in your native language and then try to translate everything into English, your speech will be slow and you'll get stuck. That's because you form a sentence in your own language. Then you try to translate it. Then you speak it. This process wastes time and energy. But when you start thinking directly in English, you skip translation. You speak faster, more naturally, and more confidently. How to start thinking in English, even if you're a beginner. You can start with the things around you. Begin with small sentences. Don't worry about grammar. Just focus on training your brain to switch into English mode. Example. In the morning. When you wake up, try saying in your mind, I woke up. I feel sleepy. I want to brush my teeth. It's a new day. You don't need to speak aloud. Just say it silently in your head in English. Example. At the market. I need tomatoes. They are fresh. I have $100. Where is the shopkeeper? Keep it simple. No need to create complex sentences. You're training your brain like a workout. Mental conversations. Speak with yourself, not to impress, but to train. This is one of the most effective techniques. Imagine you're talking to a friend. Create a dialogue in your mind. You ask a question in English. You answer it in English. Example. You, in your mind. Hey, how are you? Your imagined friend. I'm good. And you? You? I'm fine. What are you doing? Friend, I'm going to the gym. This may seem strange at first, but it's extremely powerful. You're training your brain to think like a fluent speaker. Many confident speakers use this trick daily. Turn every moment into practice time. You don't need a classroom to improve. Use your free time wisely. When you're walking, Describe what you see in English. When you're cooking, talk about what you're doing. When you're alone, have an inner conversation in English. These micro moments build fluency over time. You are not wasting time. You are learning, even without a partner. Daily practice routine, 5 to 10 minutes. To make this habit strong, follow this daily plan. 1. 1 minute. Look around and describe 3 things in your room in English. 2 minutes. Mentally talk about what you're doing right now. 3 minutes. Imagine a conversation with someone, a friend, a teacher, or a stranger. 4. 2 to 4 minutes. Think about your day in English. What did you do? What will you do? Stick to this for just 10 minutes a day, and in 1 month, you'll notice. Better fluency. Faster thinking in English. Stronger confidence. Avoid this common mistake. Thinking you need perfect sentences. You don't need to use difficult grammar in your thoughts. You're not writing a book. You're training your brain to use English as your natural language. Even native speakers often speak in short, broken sentences. So speak naturally in your thoughts. Don't be afraid to be simple. Example, don't say, I must consume my evening meal promptly. Just think, time for dinner. Bonus tip, whisper practice. If you're alone, whisper your inner thoughts. Speak softly to yourself. This helps your mouth muscles learn the movements of English without fear or nervousness. It's private and powerful. The more you think in English, the more you speak in English. Fluency starts in the mind, not the mouth. If you make English your mental language, it will become your spoken language. Don't wait for someone else to talk to you. Talk to yourself in English. Train your mind. Train your tongue. Train your life. Lesson 8. Practice with real-life role plays. To speak English naturally, you need more than just memorizing phrases or grammar rules. You need real-life speaking experience. That's why practicing role plays is one of the most powerful ways to develop natural English speaking skills. In this final lesson, we will show you how to use role plays effectively in your daily life. What is role play in English learning? Role play means acting out a situation in English, like you're in a movie or play. But instead of watching, you are the actor. You can be anyone. A tourist asking for directions, a customer ordering food, a student in a classroom, or even a teacher explaining something. Role play is powerful because it prepares you for real conversations. You build your confidence and learn how to react like native speakers do in real-life situations. Why role plays work like magic? 1. Context-based learning. You learn English inside real situations. That helps your brain understand when and how to use words naturally. 2. Muscle memory. When you speak, your mouth muscles also learn. Repeating real conversations builds fluency. 3. No fear zone. You can make mistakes without stress. It's a safe way to try new expressions. 4. Improves reaction. Time. In real life, people don't wait. Role plays teach you to think and respond quickly, just like natives do. How to practice role plays alone. Yes, you can do it even if you don't have a partner. 1. Choose a situation. Pick one real-life situation. For example, going to a coffee shop, checking in at an airport, asking for help in a store, introducing yourself at a new job. 2. Write a simple script. Write down both parts of the conversation. Keep it short and real. For example, you. Hi, can I get a black coffee, please? Barista. Sure, what size would you like? Then act it out. Read both parts. Speak them out loud. 3. Change roles and repeat. Now be the barista first, then be the customer. Play both parts. Try to add emotion, speed, and gestures. Add new phrases. Next time, say it differently. Could I have a black coffee? Can you get me a coffee to go, please? What kind of coffee do you recommend? This helps you become flexible, not robotic. Role play with a friend or tutor. If you have someone to practice with, that's even better. Choose a role. Set a timer for 2 minutes. No stopping, just talk. Examples. One person is a hotel receptionist, and the other is a guest. One is a doctor, the other is a patient. One is an employer, the other is applying for a job. Switch roles and do it again. You'll laugh, you'll learn, and you'll speak better every time. Use voice assistants or AI. You can also role-play with technology. Use Google Assistant or Siri. Language learning apps like Elsa Speak, Cambly, or ChatGPT. Record yourself and reply to your own questions. Technology can be your practice partner. No excuse. Practical tip: create a role-play journal. Every day, write down one situation. Then speak out a short role-play. Record it on your phone. After 7 days, listen again. You'll be surprised at your progress. Example journal. Day 1, ordering food at McDonald's. Day 2, talking to a new neighbor. Day 3, asking for a train ticket. Day 4, going to the doctor. Day 5, buying clothes. Day 6, booking a hotel. Day 7, making a phone call. Speaking English naturally doesn't happen by chance. It happens by doing. Role plays give you a secret weapon: real experience. You don't need to go abroad. You don't need a partner. You just need imagination, your voice, and 10 minutes daily. So today, start your first role play. Choose a situation. Act it out. Tomorrow, do another. In 30 days, your confidence will be 10 times stronger. Remember, native speakers don't speak perfectly. They speak naturally. And now so can you. If you enjoyed these lessons and want to learn English the easy and natural way, don't forget to tap that like button to show your love. Share this video with someone who's also on their English journey. And hit subscribe, because amazing lessons like this are waiting for you every day. Let's grow and speak English together, step by step, every single day.